What if I told you that the world we live in isn't real? That every strange coincidence, every glitch in the Matrix moment isn't random, but it is connected to the simulation theory. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the glitches, or weird things we experience in our everyday lives, and the theories connected to them that may explain why it happens to us, especially in our lifetime. You've felt it before, that strange, fleeting moment when reality feels repeated. Déjà vu, a feeling so familiar, it's like you're remembering something you haven't lived yet. Science calls it a misfire between memory and perception. But what if it's something else? What if déjà vu is a glitch in the simulation? If we are living in a simulated reality, a highly advanced program beyond our understanding, then déjà vu could be exactly what it feels like when the code lags. When the simulation copies and pastes a moment, and your mind catches it. Think about it. Programs run loops. Simulations repeat environments. If the system updates, rewinds, or glitches, even for a split second, you would feel it. A memory of something that's happening right now. Maybe déjà vu isn't a memory at all. Maybe it's proof that the world around you isn't real, and sometimes it forgets to hide it. You remember it clearly. A board game character suddenly has no monocle, a cartoon spelled to a new context, a Pokemon spelled differently, Febreze having 2 E's instead of 1, and a childhood book spelled differently now. It's called the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where millions of people share the same false memory. Some call it faulty memory. Others believe it's something far more unsettling, evidence that reality itself is shifting. It is said to have originated in 2009 when paranormal researcher Fiona Broome coined the term. She initially described the phenomenon after realizing she and others had a shared, incorrect memory of Nelson Mandela dying in prison during the 1980s. If we are living in a simulation, then the Mandela effect could be the proof. Tiny details being rewritten, history being patched, edited, corrected without our consent. Some theorists even blame the Large Hadron Collider, suggesting that smashing particles together may have broken something, shifted us into a parallel timeline, close enough to recognize, but wrong enough to notice. Remember that if your memories don't match the world around you, maybe it's not your mind that's broken. Maybe it's the world. For centuries, humanity believed reality was solid, that the ground beneath us was real, that what we see is the truth. But today, some of the smartest minds on Earth are saying something very different. Elon Musk once said this in an interview. Once, we played simple games with 2 rectangles and a dot. Now we build entire worlds that look and feel real. If technology keeps evolving, it's only a matter of time before simulations become impossible to tell apart from reality. And if that future is inevitable, then maybe it already happened. Maybe we're already inside one. And if we are inside one, here's where the NPC theory comes in. If we are inside a simulation, not everyone you meet needs to be fully conscious. Some may just be background code, non-playable characters. NPC theory suggests that many people aren't truly awake. They follow simple scripts, looping through routines, reacting only when necessary, empty eyes, no real memories, no true consciousness. If you've ever felt like the world around you was staged, like certain people weren't really there, maybe you weren't wrong. In Alice in Borderland, players wake up in a strange world, forced into deadly games they don't understand. They believe it's real, But the truth was darker. They were trapped. What if our world isn't so different? Ancient myths spoke of false creators, beings who built a fake world to trap human souls. Today, we call them architects of the simulation. Maybe we are the players, maybe we are the game, and maybe we're fighting battles that were never ours to win. If we can question reality, we must also question our doubts. Some argue that simulation theory, while fascinating, falls apart under deeper scrutiny and lack of strong evidence. One argument is that simulating a universe as vast and detailed as ours would require impossible amounts of computing power, far beyond anything even the most advanced civilization could build. In other words, every blade of grass, every neuron firing in every living creature, every star, planet, and particle moving correctly, plus real-time rendering of quantum phenomena that we can't even predict ourselves yet. Even our best supercomputers today can barely simulate a single cell or a tiny chunk of quantum mechanics. And that's at a tiny, tiny scale. Imagine trying to do that for an entire galaxy, or billions of galaxies, or a multiverse. For a civilization to run a simulation like ours, it would need energy resources beyond stars and black holes, a computer the size of a galaxy, or bigger, unimaginable stability to run without crashing for billions of years. Another argument for the simulation theory is that many believe that consciousness, our awareness, our emotions, cannot simply be programmed. It is something deeper, something unknown, and if consciousness can't be simulated, then neither can our reality. Ultimately, the complexity problem asks a terrifyingly simple question. Why would anyone build a simulation this absurdly detailed and massive when 99.9999% of it is empty space no one even uses? If someone did build this simulation, they would either have to be so powerful they're basically gods, or so wasteful they're willing to simulate billions of useless galaxies just for fun. Both ideas sound pretty crazy, even crazier than living in a simulation. Despite our technology and discoveries, we have no hard proof that reality is fake, only speculation. Simulation or not, this is our reality. We just have to live it to the fullest. Maybe the reason everything feels so real is because it is real.